Alright. Alright, so I'll be on the video, and then I can tell they're about to be good. So today we are reacting to somebody new. The video called "Bad Customer" by Ice Cream Sandwich. So the channel they call Ice Cream Sandwich. So let's just get it started already. I'm very excited for the breeze.
Look at me. Look at my eyes. Do I look like somebody who
Hey,
likes to
bro, what?
work? Or do I look like somebody who likes to eat pizza like
Not
me?
real.
Personally, I think it's kind of weird how much we're expected to work in high school. Like, you have to go and serve people McDoubles for 4 hours and go home and suffer X. That's a lot of work. Does anybody else
Not
think that's
real.
crazy? Or am I crazy? I am crazy. I did not want to get a job when I was growing up. I don't like to work. I just like the money. But if you want to go to the movie theater with your buddies, you gotta have the cash. One ticket, your total is $20. For my first job, I wanted to avoid the food
Also,
service
Minecraft.
because I feel people will be a little bit more abrasive when it comes to their meals. You'll find rude customers anywhere, but I just feel like when food's involved, things get a little hairy.
I know.
People yelling at me about onions.
I don't care about onions.
I ended up working somewhere that's not food, which I will show you through example.
People who are not going through my shadow. Nah.
That's right. My very first job was here at the UPS store.
Got you perfect.
It was not really that great.
It really wasn't.
Just a regular job. Don't worry about that. When I turned the age of 16, my dad helped me network with the local UPS store and get me a job. Which, thank you, Dad, for helping me do that, because at that age, I was not the proper candidate for being an employee. While working there, I met a lot of really nice people and a lot of really cool people. But when you work in retail, it's impossible to not meet some, how would I say this in a nice way? Outliers. So one time, this woman and her daughter came into the store.
I know maybe something
they
after
needed
this.
to ship something. When you ship something out of the UPS store, you gotta ask a bunch of questions like, where is it going? Is it going internationally? Do I need to be worried about what's in this box? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm going through these questions and entering information into the computer, as I did with any customer. But apparently, that was a wrong thing to do, because she unfolded her cane, which apparently just turned into a chair. This is gonna take a while. Excuse me? Why would you say that? You could say a million things to me. Why not compliment me? Why not say, wow, Andy, your eyes look beautiful today? She was shipping internationally, which means I had to do extra steps to make sure it gets there. So after a minute or so, she turns to me and says, you guys should really have the computers on our side of the desk so we can do it faster than you. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you know all the rules and regulations for shipping overseas? Do you know how this computer works? No. The worst part about rude customers is that you can't say anything despite if they're wrong or not. The customer is not always right, and the person who coined that famous phrase was very wrong, and probably it was also
No. That's they. The customer is always right when it comes to what they want.
Workers, they get to yell back.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, you can tell them that they're mean and make
Learn
them
that from
move.
one click.
You're mean! I've only ever encountered these kinds of people at work, and I've never seen them in the wild. But if I did, and I didn't have to keep my mouth shut because I didn't work there, then I'd go right up to them and say, you're mean! Anyway. Then there was this other time when this guy tried to ship drugs. That day was particularly slow. Nobody was coming in, and it was just me and my coworker, Tony. Tony and I got along really well, because neither of us like to work. I want to go home. Me too. At one point, a guy comes in to buy just one single box. Simple, easy. He's in and out in a jiffy. But 5 minutes later, he comes back in. Me too, man. But now something's packed up inside it. I saw the box and how he packed it, and he did the thing where he kind of fold the flaps on top of each other, which is a problem because then it just falls out if it's not taped. Can I get a description of what's in this box? It's private. I mean, we just need a general description, like, is it food, perishable? It's microchips. Okay. Microchips. Because the box wasn't properly taped, Tony came over and was going to tape it up for me while I was helping him on the computer. But the guy stops Tony. I just need to retape the box really quick so it doesn't come out during shipment. The tape's free if that's what you're worried about. Okay. He timidly allows us to do that, which I don't really know what his end game was, because we opened the box and there was weed. Sir, we can't ship this. I'm no expert on illegal trade of illicit goods, but I know a thing or two about shipping, and I know that drugs, you can't do that one.
You can't do that one.
Zone. We opened the box because we needed to redo the flaps so we could tape it properly. So if he just came in with the box taped, we wouldn't have known what he was shipping. There's no x-ray machine at the UPS store to see what's inside the box.
True.
The only missing component here was tape. More than anything, the situation just was awkward.
You just fucked that up,
Okay,
man.
it's,
You just had tape.
Sorry.
Good. Yep.
I want to go home. Me too. Here's some
I
advice.
wanna
If you want to ship
go
drugs, don't. Then there's this other time where this guy tried to overnight a misshapen magazine. This time I was working alone. It was a night shift. It's dark out.
yeah,
And this guy
scam.
comes in holding a magazine. Hello, sir. I can help you at this register. Oh, he's just getting an envelope. Probably to ship that magazine. Is he packing it up back there? Is he trying to hide something from me? Weird. I want to go home. I like to ship
I
this
wanna
next
go
day
home.
air, please. When you ship like a piece of paper next day air, UPS has this special envelope that makes it cheaper. And I saw that he's trying to do that. So I talked to him about it. Oh, actually, we have these special envelopes that cut you a deal, so it's cheaper to ship next day air. At first, he was hesitant about that, which is definitely a red flag because it was like $100 cheaper to ship through the special envelope. And why wouldn't you do that? You could spend $100 on buying, like, I don't know, Five Guys. That's a lot of Five Guys. Five Guys good. But
Five
still,
Guys
nobody
good.
would pass that
I
up,
never
so
had
it was
Five Guys,
weird
but
that he
yeah.
hesitated. I eventually talked him into it
Yeah.
because I think he was like catching on
Five
to it. I
Guys
was catching on
good.
that he was
So
being
funny,
suspicious.
though.
So I
The way he
started
said
typing
it.
in the information for him, and he started to move the magazine from the envelope he picked up already to the other envelope that I offered him. And while he was doing this, I saw that it had a big, weird lump in it. So that's
Money.
another red flag.
So he did a scam?
Why was the magazine bulgy? Is he shipping drugs? Oh my god, this is like $1,000.
Yep.
Who is he sending this
Yeah.
to?
Everybody has agree on that. I know about that.
And then I sent it off. I don't want to get involved with the mob or whoever that was. I was 16,
Well, he
alone
would get
in the
scammed.
store at night, and not paid enough
Hey,
for
fair
it to be
enough.
my problem.
I wouldn't
guess
either.
now that I'm on the topic of illicit substance distribution, there was this other guy. He would always come into the store and be like, hey, I shipped a box to your store, and it's big. And we'd be like, oh, is this the one? Yeah, that's the one. Of all the other customers, this guy was very easy to deal with and really
Okay.
charming. But one day, a couple of other customers came in, and they're like, hello, we're the police. They asked to see the manager, and they talked to him. And then a couple days later, that guy picked up a box and then was arrested in the parking lot. Turns out he was importing a lot of opium. I think it was around this time that I realized I miscalculated when I passed up all those food service jobs. But then again, is any retail job good enough? I don't know.
Exactly.
Better would have had a better time at Five Guys. Stop eating the french fries. Anyway. Stuff that happened. One dude asked me if the normal bacon's at midnight, which was very cringe. And trust me, I know cringe. A bunch of cheerleaders burst into the store, cheered, ran in a circle, and then left. We suspect they were just trying to cause a commotion while their friends would steal things, but then realized there was nothing interesting to steal at a UPS store, and then went away. There was a guy that would often come in and try to ship bath salts.
Well, what?
Which, again, I'm not paid enough for that. A man wanted me to
I
send
haven't paid enough for
faxes,
that.
and then when I told him the number wasn't working, he shook the paper in my face and yelled, fax! It's not working. Fax! Another dude wanted me to hack his email because the government was hacking his email. There's a guy that would come in a lot and tell us about word affirmation, but thought that it was literally magic and not just a self-motivator, and told us that the sounds in our voices affected atoms and quarks on the quantum level and would make things a reality. For example, like if you just said, I have a juicy booty, I have a juicy booty, I have a juicy booty, then it would be true. There was always the classic handful of people that would knock on the door after we were closed.
I have $1,000. I have $1,000. Can you imagine?
No. And that's all that I can think about. If you subscribe, I will throw this box, help me, into a volcano. Thank you, Villa, for helping me.
Alright, make sure to check out the original video down below for sure. And make sure to like, subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in another